Hey everyone, what's going on? Here's a quick little video for you guys. My name is author Anthony Avina, and I'm going to be doing my July TBR read. So what I'm going to be basically doing is just putting up the picture of the cover and giving a little insight into what I've heard about the book, and these are the books I plan to read this month. So I'm already almost done with the first one, so let's start with that one, shall we? The first book I'm going to be reading is called The Queen's Poisoner, the first in the King Fountain series by Jeff Wheeler. And what I can tell you about this book, because since I'm almost done with it, is it's a very brand new kingdom. It's a brand new story. It's not set in any established worlds, and it's like a fantasy. It's a very high-octane fantasy story. War broke out, and certain sides won and certain sides lost, and the side that lost is forced to give up their youngest son, Owen, to the king, to be his prisoner, to be his ward. So this young 8-year-old boy is sent away from his family, sadly, to a very high-stakes political life or death situation in the capital of this kingdom. And soon he and a few allies of his are forced to come up with a way to save his life, and he has to learn very quickly how to navigate these very dark, dangerous waters surrounding, the king. In the story, you'll learn a lot about the history of the kingdom and the king himself. There's tales of murder, of assassination. There's tales of love, of loss, and it's a fantastic read. I can't wait to share more with you guys about it when I do my full book review. But yeah, I'm reading right now The Queen's Poisoner by Jeff Wheeler, and I already can tell you I highly recommend it. It was a very surprising, fantastic read. The next book I'm going to be reading is called Alchemy, A Story of Perfect Murder by Chris James. And I know that it involves a story about a man trying to find the secrets of immortality, but soon his quest leads someone he loves to be either on death's door or they do die, and he finds a way to bring them back, but the cost of bringing them back is to take another life. So he is forced to find a victim, to find someone's life that he can take, and it's about the trial of the century. It has this is a story of perfect murder, and how do you prosecute that? How do you transcend the line between life and death? That is what is explored in this book. So I can't wait to read it. Alchemy, A Story of Perfect Murder by Chris James is my next read. After that, I'm going to be reading a brand new book that has no reviews. I'm actually going to be reading this because the author approached me, and I'm very happy to do this. And I know how hard it is for indie authors to get recognition, so I'm really looking forward to doing this. It's the Mindbreaker Elimination. This is the first book in the Mindbreaker saga. So this book is by Marina Eppley, and it's a story where it's a future where it's kind of reminds me of X-Men a little bit, where people are hunted because of their telepathic abilities. They're hunted down because they're viewed as threats. And it's a story of espionage, of lies and secrets, and life and death. People have to hide who they are, and this person who is trying to help others keeps making the situation worse. And it's about government cover-ups and lies, and it looks very interesting as a sci-fi young adult book. Can't wait to read it, and can't wait to share my review with you guys. So yeah, I'm going to be reading that too this month. Now, there are two books that I just got. I don't know much about them, but they look interesting. But again, I don't know anything really about the plot. The first one is called Earth and Sky. It's actually the first in the Earth and Sky trilogy, and it's by Megan Crew. The second book I'm going to be reading is called Runes, which is the first book in the Rune series, and I actually think I saw on what's her channel name? I think it's Peruse. I'll put the link for the video in the Eye in the Sky if I can remember. I saw her book review. It seemed like an interesting read. It's called Runes by Edna Walters, so it seems really interesting. Both young adult books, by the way. I'm really getting into young adult books. I think they're very fantastic. So, and then finally, the last book I'm going to be reading is called It Gets Worse by Shane Dawson. I actually pre-ordered this book months ago. It's finally coming out. It's going to be delivered in a few, week or so. And it seems like a really interesting read. I loved his first book. I love his humor, and I love how relatable he is as a person. And it's another collection of essays, and I love that he includes artwork from his fans. And yeah, he's a fantastic entertainer, and I loved his first book. He has a really great style of writing that's very honest and blends humor with the very real tough situations of his life. So yeah, The Mindbreaker, Elimination, It Gets Worse by Shane Dawson, Runes by Edna Walters, Earth and Sky by Megan Crew, The Queen's Poisoner by Jeff Wheeler, and Alchemy, A Story of Perfect Murder by Chris James. All of those books are being read this month, so that's my July TBR. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and in the comments below, tell me one book you hope to read this year, or not this year, this month, in July. And if you guys want to see what books I read in May and June, go check out The Eye in the Sky. Check that out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Give this video a big thumbs up. Like this video, comment on it if you're and share it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It means so much to me if you did. And check out our social media links down below in the description box to follow me on all that stuff. On Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time for a brand new video. Long days and pleasant nights, my friends.